Okay, so this is going to be the general addition rule for two events. So this is for non-mutually exclusive, right? So the general rule for two events, and again, these are not mutually exclusive, not mutually exclusive. So for not mutually exclusive events, which means these events have overlapping events, they can occur at the same time. To find the probability of A or B, you take all of A, you add it to all of B, but then you have to subtract where they both occur. Again, I call this the both, right? This is when they both occur. And again, the reason is in here, you are including A and B, the overlap. In here, you're including A and B, the overlap. So because it's in there twice, you have to subtract it once. Hope that makes sense. Now, if your two events are mutually exclusive, so ME for mutually exclusive, then the probability of A or B, taking the general rule, equals the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. Remember that if they're mutually exclusive, then the probability of A and B is equal to 0. They don't occur at the same time. So that's why this piece goes away. And that's why for mutually exclusive, you only add the two individual probabilities. So again, think about your situation. Can they happen at the same time? Can these subjects, can these things be both A and B or not? Okay, example 2, which do teens prefer, Facebook or Twitter, right? I don't know if you prefer either right now, right? Isn't it TikTok or Instagram maybe? A 2014 survey suggests that 71% of US teens use Facebook, 33% use Twitter, and 15% do both. And again, here's that word both, right? Suppose we select a US teenager at random. What's the probability that the student uses Facebook or Twitter? Facebook or Twitter. So let's let F stand for Facebook, right? And T stand for Twitter. So they gave us 71%. That's the probability that someone uses Facebook. They gave us 30%. That's the probability of Twitter. So this is the probability of Facebook. This is the probability of Twitter. And this right here, this 15%, is the probability of Facebook and Twitter. So if I want to find the probability of someone using Facebook or Twitter, I'm going to use the general addition rule, or is addition. So it's the probability of Facebook plus the probability of Twitter minus the probability of both Facebook and Twitter. Now, if they don't occur at the same time, I would cross off the last part, but they do occur at the same time. So I'm just going to simply substitute in my numbers, change them to decimals. So 0.71 plus 0.33 minus the both, 0.15. Again, if you only added, you would get a number above 1, and that'd be a problem. So the probability is going to be 0.71 plus 0.33 minus 0.15, and that is 0.89. You could answer it like this, or because all of the other numbers were given in percentages, you could write it as a percentage of 89%. And again, typically those or probabilities are rather high because you're including pretty much all of the people or whatever you're measuring. All right, great. Last objective's coming. Venn diagrams.